christiangeekcentral.com. The song goes like this.
Hey, I'm Peter Franson from christiangeekcentral.com and Sawblade Productions. Welcome to Trial and Error, where I play the first part of a game or a game demo, usually do that pretty badly, and give you my thoughts along the way. This time I'm taking a look at Far Cry New Dawn. Now, ever since, I would say, Far Cry 2, I have really enjoyed the Far Cry games. 3 and 4 were pretty similar. 5 brought back some of the chaos of 2, which I appreciated, but was also a little bit more forgiving than 2, which I also appreciated. I tend to be pretty lousy at action games. I play them all on easy. What I play for is the exploration of an open world environment, and in particular with the Far Cry games, first-person gunplay. If I had a favorite, it would be too hard to tell. 3 and 4 are so similar, they kind of are a tie, and 2 is kind of apples and oranges to the experience that Far Cry 3 and 4 are. I liked the way that 5 blended some elements of the previous games, but the mission structures, the way they would just suck you out of the game, was really frustrating to me. And the missions themselves being very particular in how they have to, the story missions, very particular in how they have to be completed, also very frustrating to me. I would really just prefer it if this game was a bunch of outposts to take down. I've really appreciated the freedom in the recent Assassin's Creed games, and I would like the mission structure in the Far Cry games to become more like the direction they've taken with the Assassin's Creed games. If I could have my druthers, I would, whatever druthers are, I would want to just be able to avoid the story missions altogether and have access to exploring the entire map and just doing all the side activities, which are the main reason that I play these kinds of games. Ubisoft is a company that does interesting things when it comes to their representation of some form of Christian faith. There was a side character in Far Cry 4 that was kind of an unusual representation of Christian faith, and certainly Far Cry 5 with its preacher character had a representative of Christian faith, but one that really took the Bible out of context, just did whatever he wanted with it to, you know, suit whatever his own agenda was. I kind of dissect the way he uses the Bible in my trial and error video for Far Cry 5, so I hope you'll check that out if you haven't. I'm curious what elements of that may carry over. Far Cry 5, even though some would say it didn't really go far in saying much of anything, was really dealing with the idea of religion. It was dealing with a kind of a cult offshoot of Christianity as the main kind of villains, and then it had a kind of a protagonist hero type of ally, I should say maybe, who represented the Christian faith and was probably intended to be a positive influence in the game, but his treatment of Scripture was really kind of out of whack. Far Cry New Dawn takes place 17 years after the end of Far Cry 5, which I'm just going to go ahead and spoil for you. Skip ahead like 30 seconds if you don't want the end of Far Cry 5 spoiled. That game ends with nuclear destruction, and the Doomsday cult that were the enemies throughout the whole game were right in what they predicted. They were clearly still evil in the things that they were doing, but one of their core beliefs was right, which I think was an interesting kind and challenging way for the player to end the experience of Far Cry 5. What could players, both Christians and non-Christians, take from that? The idea that the worldview that we really are frustrated with may have some truth to it that's worth exploring. That's very important that we consider. I'm a proponent of just seeking out truth, because truth does not fear examination, and so I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of truth claims Far Cry New Dawn may or may not be making, as well as what they do with the gameplay. So here we go! Whoa! That was nuts! Yeah, I do love how Ubisoft does their Foley effects. I love the sound of moving through bushes and, of course, the crunchy boots. Why are you making intense music right now? Oh, who's almost seeing me? Who's almost seeing me? I can't see them! Can I really get him from here? Nope. Okay. He did not seem to get freaked out, though. Oh, hey, there's a bad guy. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of them. Why are they not seeing me? That's crazy. Oh, jeez!
I gotta change spots! Heading up!
Okay, go fight them, girl. Please protect me. Oh, yeah. That's right. This is how I like to do it. Is there a dog down there? Whose dog is that? Oh boy! Oh, you're a friend. Okay, I won't shoot you.
All right, the way's clear. There's the tunnel up.
Whew.
Let's go home.
No. Let's stick around and loot. Wait a minute, I have to trade my shotgun for that? Hold on. Oh, because I got all these... Let's see. I've got this open space. That has to be used for what? Something else?
Holy shit, is that some kind of saw launcher? That's amazing. Man, those highwaymen are in for it now. Now we're ready to attack the bridge.
What? Didn't we just attack the bridge? You made those comments like 10 minutes ago. Interesting. So it looks like there's potential for the cult members from Far Cry 5 to maybe be allies in this game. Since they seem to be keeping to themselves except to come out and fight the common enemy of the highwaymen. Interesting. Okay, so basically, ethanol is this thing I gotta go around collecting around the world and at outposts, and it's the currency I'm gonna use to upgrade my health, my med kit effectiveness, and other stuff. But those are the first two things that I have in mind because I tend to suck at games. And so boosting my health and healing ability as quickly as possible is usually a priority. Can't tell if there's an XP system yet or not, but definitely want ethanol, so let's go into that wide open world and find some. It's hard to have a sense right now of how big the map is. I don't think it's near as big as the Far Cry 5 map. So now it's I want to say a couple hours, hour and a half maybe into the game, and I have access to the open world, and this is really where I want to see what the game is going to be like, because the open world is the main experience for me. You can do a little bit of hunting to get components, I like that. You can gather materials from plants, that's nice. Oh jeez, what? Snakey, Snakey! Where are you? Not cool. Oh, I hear gunfire. Oh my gosh. It is going down. Should I go toward the gunfire? I'm gonna go toward the gunfire. Are these good guys or bad guys? I can't tell. Okay, they're blue, so they're good. Oh, there's a bad guy. Okay. Let's get out this gun. Okay, I better move. He's gonna shoot me with his rocket launcher. We're gonna split you in the Okay, now what happens if I do this? Do not kill innocent civilians. Okay, they do turn on me. Okay. So I guess I won't do that. Don't kill innocent bystanders. They're looking for help. That would just be wrong. Oh, Snakey! Jeez. I'll beat the sin out of you. They sound like cult members. I thought they were highwaymen. I thought they were a different thing. Or is that cult members that are fighting the highwaymen saying that? Man, you gotta shoot these guys in the knees. How many times I gotta shoot them in the knees? Finally, my gosh! Let's see, I think I picked up some perk points. So there is some kind of like a pseudo-experience skill unlocking thing. Okay, so the perk system... It's not about adding static defense or health to yourself. It's really about kind of like utilitarian kinds of skills. Things that help you sneak more easily and stay quiet more easily, carrying extra weapons, rigging explosives. There is one that increases my maximum number of medkits that I can carry. And then to get perk points, you gotta take on these in-game challenges. Very similar to Far Cry 5. And I actually kind of like this perk system. Because provided the game isn't too difficult for me, which Far Cry 5 wasn't on the easiest difficulty, it kind of forces me to try out different weapons and tactics and stuff like that. And it's also more boxes that I can check off as like the completionist who likes to take on all the various activities and little goals for yourself in the open world. But the difference is, compared to like trophies or something like that, you actually get in-game benefits for doing that stuff. Hey, Pastor Jerome's gonna be in this game somewhere once I find him. Look forward to talking to him again. See if his exegesis of Scripture has advanced at all. Man, I'm getting kind of excited about all the little things I can run around and do. Loot the scavenger to get valuable items. Oh, it is a bad guy. Okay.
If you see any, take them out and loot their backpacks. They'll be full of things you can use.
I think I killed him. Oh, nice. Oh, that's because let's see, I think I got those 2 perk points. Yep, for using the saw launcher. So now I gotta try and switch over to my handgun if I want to earn more perk points. Let's see, let's craft another knife. Get perk points doing that anyway. Nice, okay. I want these binoculars. That's a lot of baddies. Man, what I'd really like is a sniper rifle. Oh, it's locked. I don't have a grappling hook yet. Okay. It's over there, dude. It's over there. Oh, jeez! Okay. Where are you, dog? Good gravy. No, don't... Oh, he's gonna revive him. Don't! Come on! Shoot the gun! Moving too far from the objective, bite me! Let me play the way I want to play! Oh, bite me! I hate that. I hate that. When are they gonna get over that? When are they gonna get over that? If you want me to chase some dude, then just keep him on the map. Keep him on the world map. I'll catch up to him eventually. Ugh. So I guess I just gotta go in guns blazing. Oh, jeez! Glad that worked out. I was pushing buttons at random there. Oh man, you can buy perk points? Oh, that is interesting. I mean, in some ways I appreciate that because I obviously am a fan of the game Genie and that era where you could cheat in games. And, you know, you had to buy the game Genie in order to be able to cheat. And so, the single-player pay-to-win scheme is not something I'm necessarily against. But I don't see the option to buy invincibility. What was that? Oh, jeez! Crazy boar! Oh my gosh, more than one! That took way too much fire to kill those things. That took an insane amount of bullets to put them down. So they must have some kind of... Well, yeah, they do. They've got some kind of like a ranking system for enemies. So you can run into one boar that you kill in maybe a few shots, and another that will take way too many to kill. I suppose you can justify that with, you know, nuclear fallout or whatever, but I mean, I've seen that in Assassin's Creed games too, and I'm not a fan. You dead? Are you dead yet? I'm really trying to dead you. Come on, dude. Are you dead yet? I get perks for killing you with my car. Yeah! Roadkill challenge completed.
That's weird.
Sorry, lady. Pretty sure you were planning on killing me. Yeah, it's definitely Far Cry 5 with just a different coat of paint on it, which I don't mind, because I liked Far Cry 5 except for the dumb story missions that interrupted my fun. Oh my gosh! Oh, that's crazy. Come on now. That's ridiculous. Yeah, for better or worse, it's more Far Cry, which for me means a lot of cool open world, first-person shooter, exploration gameplay that I really enjoy, mixed in with just these frustrating elements. And I enjoy the gameplay, the core gameplay, enough that ever since Far Cry 2, it's been worth it for me to push through the frustrating elements. But right now, I've got a bunch of other games in my backlog that I've returned to that I'm really enjoying. More and more in my life, I don't have time for good entertainment. Sometimes I don't even have time for great entertainment. I've got time for entertainment that I find to be awesome, and that's it. Because there's just so much to choose from. Oh, hey. Oh, crap! I have to reload. This is bad. Oh my gosh! Pop those pills and run, baby! Does he have a rocket launcher? He does. That's totally what he got me with. Alright, so I got my perks for the LMG. Why is there still stress music if there are no bad guys? They're all gone, right? You know what? I'm turning off the music.
What's making that noise?
I'm just treating you like a man. Like you'd want to be treated, right?
They're bearing down on us!
Are they? On the right? On your right or my right? Oh, jeez.
Pastor Jerome and Ramon have been ambushing the highwaymen from an old silo over that way. But I haven't heard from them in a while. I bet Jerome would love to team up with a fighter like you.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I want to go talk to Pastor Jerome.
That time.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of rap, so I think I'm going to be destroying radios wherever I find them. Man, am I a glutton for punishment? I'm really enjoying the feeling of being in this open world, and I just know there are going to be some more frustrations along the way. Are you dangerous? You are! You're totally dangerous! Oh my gosh! Oh, come on! Yeah, I really have to adjust my expectations on what I think bullets should do to enemies, whether they're human or animal. Some animal it's going to take way too long to kill. Wait a minute, what is he carrying? Oh, jeez! My gosh! That was insane. Animals in this game. Not a fan. Hey. Oh, crap! Is that because they heard me? Now I gotta catch the dumb thing, and it's gonna get away from me, and I'm gonna fail the dumb mission! Oh, hey, more bad guys! Way more! More than I'm comfortable with! I gotta, okay, I need to, healthy. Pop those pills, dang it! Are you dead, please? Kick him while he's down! Oh my gosh.
Jerome Jeffries.
Okay, I'll walk over here.
Most folks call me Pastor Jerome.
Hey.
I appreciate what you've done here.
Gonna keep staring over my shoulder.
Mother Earth keeps giving.
Mother Earth keeps giving? So he's like, I'm getting like a super liberal Unitarian vibe off of any pastor that says Mother Earth keeps giving. That would make sense of his really out of context Bible quoting in the last game.
Whenever a tragedy happens, people use it as proof that God doesn't exist. After seeing what the highwaymen did to that train, those thoughts have crept up on me too.
Yeah, I mean, he brings up the classic problem of evil, you know. How do we make sense of a loving, all-powerful God and a world in which terrible things happen? And if I gave him the benefit of the doubt and pretended for a moment that he probably has good theology, which I've many reasons to think he does not, I think that even with a good understanding of God's goodness and his sovereignty, that there's that emotional problem of evil and suffering in the world that we still have to deal with, that can combat with what we know in our minds to be true. So while there's part of me that would want to say, well, Jerome, if you had a better understanding of your Bible and how to read and interpret your Bible, then you wouldn't be struggling with those things. But at the same time, this is not, evil and suffering are not just like mental puzzles. They're real things that happen that hurt. And so we have to figure out how we're going to deal with the emotional part.
Breathe in, hold it, reflect, breathe out.
Breathe in, hold it, reflect, breathe out. Okay. What's funny is that, you know, it's more common in games for this sort of mainline Protestant, the liberal mainline Protestant denominations of Christianity to kind of be represented in a positive light. But those are actually the branches, the denominations of Christianity that have been dwindling steadily in membership for years and years, while the Bible-oriented Christian churches that really seek to understand the Bible and the books of the Bible in their original context and languages, and how we should apply those today, those kinds of churches are flourishing and are arguably growing in membership. So it would seem to me that if we're going to have like video games and movies and films start reflecting Christianity in their games, that then they ought to get to know the quote-unquote evangelical, I realize that word has some baggage, but they ought to get to know the evangelical, the Bible-oriented denominations of Christianity, to have those represented in their games. But will they do that? I don't know. I kind of doubt it. I think something like that will require Christians themselves to get involved in mainstream game development, which I'm an advocate for. So something they seem to be adding to the map that I think increases its replay value, or the amount of gameplay you can get out of the map, are these types of items you can find at each of these locations. So I can find 3 duct tape at Laurel's Shanty. And not only does that net me some benefits, but it also is a little bit of an environmental puzzle, similar to the prepper stashes from Far Cry 5, which have kind of made a return. But in addition to the prepper stashes are these other locations that tell me how many of a certain type of item I can find there, and then let me search the area to figure it out. So there's these kind of environmental searches or puzzles, you know. And I think that's cool. I think for like a box checker like me in open world games, that adds a good amount of value to the experience, even though it doesn't increase the size of the map. Oh, bad guys! Let's go burn some more, get some perk points! Oh my gosh! He should be dead! He should be totally dead by now! That is insane. That's insane! Come on! Chop shop outpost. Okay, yeah, let's go take out an outpost.
Nature has its way of helping us out.
Nature has its way of helping us out. I wonder if from a writing standpoint, the writer just prefers this strand of Christianity, the liberal, almost anti-biblical strand of Christianity, or if that's all they know, or what. It's really interesting to me. Oh man, there's a big bear. Oh, there's another one! These are rank 3 animals. We do not want to mess with that. Oh, Jerome, what are you doing? Oh, Jerome, okay. Bye, Jerome. Oh, bear, don't chase me. Oh, no. Bear, please don't chase me. Oh, my gosh. I can hear it breathing. Oh, my gosh. Please, bear, please. Yeah, see, I don't feel like I'm that far off the beaten path. Are they expecting me to do every little side activity to its fullest in this little area before I go out to... Look at that, it's a difficulty 1 outpost, so why am I running into rank 3 difficulty animals on my way to a difficulty 1 outpost? There definitely doesn't seem to be, you know, near as strong a hand on the guidance of progression through the main story. I haven't been hijacked for a story mission yet, which I appreciate. I gotta figure out how, if I can adjust my expectations regarding the ranks of enemies, though. I don't like running into enemies that take so many bullets to take down. Especially when, you know, I don't know how or where to go to grind for quote-unquote experience so that I can be ready for those higher rank enemies. It would be one thing if higher rank enemies were kind of bullet spongy, and yet I could predictably know where to go to only encounter low rank enemies. But in this opening area, I've got a mix of a rank 1 outpost and 2 rank 3 grizzly bears. Maybe what they want me to do is run from some encounters, and I think I can adjust to that, but that's the key word I'm keep coming back to, is adjust. I have to adjust my expectations. It's so much like Far Cry 5, but there are some significant changes to game systems that make it an experience I have to adjust to mentally. I am feeling like my frustrations are being outweighed by the things that I am excited about. You know, I see a new quest that I can pick up, new boxes that I can check off. You know, after every time I run into something that's kind of frustrating, I run into 1 or 2 more things that I'm excited about. Nice. Okay, upgrading my health felt very good. This is crazy! Oh, jeez! Oh my gosh! Oh, something's right behind me. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's right on my butt! Ugh. Naughty critter. Well, it's definitely like Far Cry 5 in that the world is just alive with chaos. Come on, get in there with the bat! Oh, man! You're difficult up close, lady. Oh, sorry, dude. You kind of got into my situation there. But thank you for trying to help. Okay. I've spent about 5 hours with the game now, and man, I think I am a glutton for punishment. I am probably going to buy this, but I don't think right away. My impression so far is that despite the smaller map, it's using the real estate well and providing a lot of things, a lot of reasons to just continue moving around in the open world environment. And the sense of a chaotic world is very much in place. I don't know what it'll be like after the campaign, but that was one of my problems with finishing Far Cry 5. In that game, once you've cleared out all the outposts and liberated all the different territories, the cultists aren't roaming around anymore to provide these random moments of chaos that you could just stumble into, and that was one of the most exciting things about Far Cry 5. Whether that sense of chaos will be lost after finishing the New Dawn campaign, I don't know, but it's there now, and so I'm enjoying that. But along with the great random moments that represent the best parts of the Far Cry experience for me are the more scripted story mission type things that have some frustrations. I don't feel as forced into them, but at some point I'll have to play them if I want to finish the campaign. as well as to upgrade my home base, which upgrades a lot of my capabilities along the way. So as a Far Cry fan, it is more Far Cry, for better and for worse. I'm definitely going to buy it, but not right now. At least I don't think. I want to see if I can squeeze some more fun out of Far Cry 5, and I've got a stack of other games that are in my backlog that I've really been enjoying. So my feelings on this game, buying it is a matter of when, not if, but I think I'm prepared to hold out for the first time that it goes on sale. We'll see, maybe there is nothing more for me to squeeze out of Far Cry 5, and I'll get that first-person, open-world gunplay itch sooner than I think I will. Either way, I look forward to coming back to this fun mixed bag for me. I have been experimenting, as of this trial and error video, with allowing the patrons of Spirit Blade Productions over at patreon.com/spiritbladeproductions to tune in and watch me as I play games live and record the footage that is edited down into these videos eventually for putting up on the Christian Geek Central YouTube channel. I'm not sure if it's something that I'm going to keep doing or if I'm going to make exclusive to a particular tier over on our Patreon page, but if you want to get in on trying it out with me in this experimental stage, you can support us at any tier over at patreon.com/spiritbladeproductions. In March, I may be reviewing The Division 2. We'll see what happens. I definitely plan on reviewing Path of Exile as it comes to PS4, and there's a good chance I'll review Outward when it comes to PS4 as well in March. So that's what I've got coming up. And those are all my thoughts on Far Cry New Dawn for now. I'd love to get yours in the comments below, and then I hope you'll join us soon over at christiangeekcentral.com as we continue to geek out and seek the truth. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. We've got a ton going on here at Spirit Blade Productions and Christian Geek Central, including our in-depth Bible study for geeks, movie, game, and other entertainment reviews or commentary, live streams, Christian geek news, original audio dramas, and tons more. And on top of all that, you can become a Spirit Blade insider with an influential voice and get access to exclusive content and rewards. It's your involvement as a patron that will keep all of this going and growing, so I want to thank you for your consideration in that. For more information, please check out our Patreon page through the link below at patreon.com/spiritbladeproductions. Thanks for listening.